From the Queen City, we're live inside Great American Ballpark in Cincinnati, Ohio. Tonight, it's a matchup from the NL Central between the Pittsburgh Pirates and the Cincinnati Reds. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Vladimir Gutierrez gets the call for Game 1 of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Well, Matt, the first thing we're going to find out is how well this guy pitches with little sleep. I can't imagine knowing that you're going to be the next day starting pitcher the night before. This is a young guy making his first start. Listen, you can only make your debut one time, so there has to be lots going on in this guy's mind. Hopefully he can settle down early and pitch well in his debut.
Stepping up is Rodolfo Castro. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Heading after it is Naquin. He's there and records the first down. A chance here to check out the starting lineup for the visiting Pirates. Vero, what do you got in this lineup in the series opener?
Matty, I know this team can swing the bat. But one thing I'm focused on, and I think a huge key for this team, is base running. And I'm not necessarily saying stolen bases. Just being aggressive on the base pass. Putting the defense on their heels. Taking the extra base. Maybe that's send from first to home. That's what I'm hoping to see.
And guys, as we take a look at the Reds entering play here tonight, it's official now. They will not go 162-0 as they were handed their first loss of the season last time out.
Yeah, Matty, these players got in their cars today to drive to the stadium focused on one thing. Not who was going to be the hero, just the fact that they needed a W and that one of their teammates, whether it's them or someone else, has to come up with a big knock.
Base is empty, 2 away, and that'll bring up Brian Reynolds. First pitch on the way. Swing and a line drive. Naquin is there, and they breeze through this half inning as the side is retired. Pirates are down on just 4 pitches, and now the Reds will get their first opportunity. No score. JT Brubaker, a righty from the state of Ohio, will do the pitching in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Well, this guy's kind of unique. How about a 5-pitch repertoire that he has? That gives him a lot of options for both righties and lefties. And if he's on, he can be really tough to hit.
Now to the plate, Max Schrock. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. And he gets ahead 0-1. Dero. Dan, we look at this Pirates ball club as they enter play here tonight. They come in off to a bit of a slow start with just one win in their first 3 tries.
Yeah, Matty, I know they lost their last game, but you know as well as I do, in this sport, you have to have short-term memory. You have to let it go. They can get it going back in the right direction today.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out. Jonathan India digging in now. It was an 0-for-4 day for him in yesterday's loss. A ball and no strikes.
Count 1-0.
And he fouls this one off.
Hey, if he's going to execute that curveball, and that's the first one of the day, if he's going to execute it like that, be on the lookout for that one. That's going to be a big pitch for him today.
1 out, nobody on. Outside and low that time. Now it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
The main job of the number 1 and 2 hitters is to set the middle of the order up with an opportunity to do some damage. So when you strike both of them out, you're putting yourself in a pretty good position to make it through the teeth of the lineup without a whole lot of stress.
At the plate, Jesse Winker. As he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. He'll attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. 0-1, here's the pitch. Fouled off.
Back-to-back strikeouts in the first right here. Pitcher is setting the tone, pounding the zone.
Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2. A bouncer to the left side, and that's through for a hit. So with 2 out here, that extends the inning for Joey Votto.
Hey, there's a nice knock by the 3-hole hitter. I know there's 2 outs, but they always say with your man coming up, the number 4-hole monster, as soon as he steps in the batter's box, there's a runner in scoring position.
So up steps the former MVP, Joey Votto. He gets a shot to hit here in the inning following the 2-out single.
Yeah, that hit might not amount to much, but anytime you can extend an inning and give a guy with plenty of pop a chance to swing it, the outlook of an inning changes dramatically.
The 1-0. That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. The 1-1 is strike 2 swinging.
I got the count.
Yeah, guys, he's got so much respect for this guy's fastball. You could tell he was out in front on that slider. I think he goes to the well one more time with that pitch.
Winker is off at first with 2 away, and it's fouled away. Another one sent foul. Yanked hard, but foul to the right.
Hey, have an AB right here. I know it's frustrating the heck out of the pitcher. You keep fouling these pitches off, maybe one misses over the heart of the plate.
Here's another 1-2. Chop this one right side. He's got it. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. We'll move to ending number 2 here in Cincinnati with no score. New inning set to get underway, and digging in is the veteran DH, Charlie Blackmon. First offering on its way. Line to the right side. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield.
Check out the lefty as he absolutely jumps on that first pitch and hammers it to right. Got what he was looking for and put a good swing on it. To the plate now, Suzuki. Hard hit towards center.
Senzel's got it, and there's one gone.
That is it.
Okay, here's how the Reds are lining up in this one. And let's focus our attention on first baseman Joey Votto. I don't think this guy gets enough credit for his defense because he's so dynamic on the offensive side, but one of the most prepared players in our sport, and half of that is definitely attributed to the defensive side of the ball.
David Dahl to the plate now. Into right field, that's a base hit. And that runner will hold up at second with 2 aboard now.
He wasn't letting that one go. Jumped on the first pitch right there and drove it into the outfield for a base hit.
At the plate now, Kevin Newman. Right back to the mound. Could be an easy 2. One there. Relay to first in time. And just like that, this side is retired. So they pick up no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. And we are tied 0-0. Bottom of the inning now, and set to go is the third baseman, Mike Moustakas. First delivery to him. Fouled away.
Had to be sitting something hard right there because he gave up on that pitch, but it was right down the chute.
Even 1-1 count to Moustakas. So let's take a peek at the umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Ricky Holiday.
Yeah, Dan, we got Ricky Holiday behind the dish tonight. I can't figure his zone out. He doesn't favor the hitter or the pitcher and can be a little too inconsistent at times.
Zero, you hit the nail right on the head. I think one of the things we're looking for a consistent zone. If it's a tight zone, it's a high zone. Have the same zone. His zone fluctuates a little bit too much for my liking during the course of a game.
The 2-2. Turned on, but it's wide at first and foul. The 2-2 one more time. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
And he takes ball 4. Leadoff man's aboard here to begin the home half of the second. Next to stand in is Tyler Marcotte. Now here's the first offering. And he swings right over the top of this one, 0-1.
That's a great sinker right there. These batters are going to have to bear down because if he's got that good pitch working, it's going to be a long game. They might have to sit off speed.
On to first to complete the double play.
Nice job on the mound to bounce back from the leadoff walk. Those are usually pretty costly, but that won't be the case this time after the 2-ball.
Stepping in now, Tyler Stevenson. As he'll watch a slider that runs out of the strike zone away for ball 1. He'll try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Lifted into center field. Reynolds has it for out number 3. Reds go down quietly. We'll move to the third with no score. Is this redemption for my soul? Top of the third set to get underway, and Michael Chavis will step in at the plate.
Michael Chavis.
First pitch on the way. As he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike 1.
You can clearly see that the hitter didn't like that strike call, and his manager, he didn't like it either, as he's given the umpire an earful from that dugout.
0-1, here it comes.
Nope, ball 1.
And he drops a changeup right down Broadway for a called strike.
Might have been taking all the way right there. That pitch couldn't have split the strike zone any better, and you can bet he wants that one back at the plate.
Hit on the ground out to short. Farmer picks it up cleanly. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. Next, it'll be Jamie Ritchie. Day off for him yesterday, but back out there for this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swinging a soft liner. And there are two away now. Now at the plate is Rodolfo Castro. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. High in the air out towards shallow right. Naquin is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. Down in order go the Pirates. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Striding in is Kyle Farmer as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3.
The shortstop, Kyle Farmer.
The pitch. Sinker to open the AB in there for strike 1.
Hey, make no mistake about it. This lineup's going to have to get going and get a little bit more aggressive. This guy's pounding the zone.
Slider, and that's in there for strike 2.
I get it. He wants to see this guy's repertoire, but now he's behind in the count. Puts himself in a tough spot to hit.
Down the third baseline. Reined in. And there's one away. And stepping in, Nick Senzel. Here's the first pitch to him. And he got him out in front that time. Strike 1.
In my opinion, one of the toughest pitches in the game to square up. Just a heavy sinker with good downward action.
A ball and a strike now. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1.
Hey, after those two breaking balls missed, you have to be sitting on a fastball right here.
Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. The 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
It'd be great right here if he was able to work himself on base. You got the leadoff hitter on deck, and you know the middle of the order is coming up right behind him.
And that's the second out. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Max Schrock, who went down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
Jumped ahead with strike 1 there, and that's something he's going to do a lot of in this start. He doesn't have lights-out stuff, so it's important for him to be pitching ahead and have the hitters on their heels.
Now an off-speed pitch well inside, and it forces him to bounce away from danger. Hit softly on the ground to third. Go to first with time to spare, and the side is retired. Reds are down in order. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. All set for the start of the inning, and that'll give way to the third baseman, Ke'Bryan Hayes.
The old adage, pitching and defense have been stellar so far. They've certainly kept both offenses in check.
Now a ball slapped hard the opposite way, but this is right at him in right field as he hardly has to move to take it in for the first out. Next to dig in, Brian Reynolds. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, he hit it hard. That's all you can ask. You can't control the result sometimes, Matty. Just unlucky with the placement.
On to first, and that is 2 quick outs to start the 4th.
The batter.
2 down, no one on base. And in to bat next, the big-time RBI man, Charlie Blackmon. First pitch on its way. And he fouls this one off.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
And he'll try to get him to chase the fastball there, but he lays off. 1-2.
Man, that's a good take there on that 0-2 fastball just missed. He must have a really good eye at the plate.
Fouled off. Another 1-2 delivery. Now he turns on a fastball and sends it deep down the right field line. And that one is gone! A solo shot down the line in right. Second home run early in the year, and the Pirates are staked to a 1-0 lead.
Yeah, and if you remember the previous pitch, he couldn't get around on a fastball and was mad at himself. Well, there's nothing to be mad about anymore unless you're the guy standing on the mound wondering what just happened.
Into the box, Suzuki.
Number 2.
Oh, there it goes. In the air to left center, and you can forget about this one. Back-to-back home runs. So that's his first home run in the big leagues, and it's fair to say it's a moment he'll never forget.
Well, there's no doubt about that, Matt. People ask him 50 years from now who he hit it off of and what stadium he was playing in, and he'll remember it all. Heck, he'll probably remember what kind of pitch it was, too. Hopefully he can get the ball back so that can go in his trophy case forever.
And that'll bring up the speedy outfielder David Dahl. As he'll take a look at ball 1. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And 2-0 as this one's taken low.
Hey, always a good idea to take a couple of pitches when you're facing a young arm like this one. And now he's put himself in a real good hitter's count.
2 runs, 4 hits, and no errors so far for the Pirates. A curveball hit right back at him. And he'll flip it onto first, and with it, that ends the inning. So 2 runs come across here, both coming via the solo home run. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. Pittsburgh leads this one 2-0. Now into the box, Jonathan India looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. And the pitch. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
You hear that phrase, climb the ladder, all the time? That's pretty much what he did right there. When you change the hitter's eye level with each pitch in that at-bat, it becomes very hard for him to adjust and put the bat on the ball. He made that strikeout look real easy.
So now to the plate, Jesse Winker. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. A base hit in his first trip. And that's into the corner, a foul ball in right.
You could tell he wants that pitch back. That was a changeup right there that he handled nicely. Just got a hair early on it, hooked it foul.
1-2 now. Into the windup and the pitch. And he looks at a sinker for a called third strike, and now there are 2 gone.
No better way to minimize the potential damage a cleanup hitter can do than to strike out both guys in front of him. Always a confidence boost when you can sit down the guys at the top of the lineup.
In is Joey Votto now. As he'll ground this one foul for the first strike. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. And now a pitch on the way. Lifted the other way out to left center. Reynolds is on the move for it. He can't get there, so the inning will continue. That was not a good pitch, but he handled it nicely, guys.
Yeah, the pitcher's got to wonder what he has to do to get it past this guy. That pitch was off the plate, but he shows great reach, gets good extension, and drives it for a 2-bagger.
Third baseman Mike Moustakas now, as he'll swing and miss at a first pitch slider at strike 1. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Shot down the first baseline. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball. And this will not be close, and the run will score easily.
He got the pitch he wanted, and he didn't miss it right there. Hammer job.
Number 12, Tyler.
So here's Tyler Naquin as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. He's set. The 0-1. Hit on the ground out to short. Newman brings it in. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as the side is retired. Reds will be forced to settle for just the 1.
I'm out of chase. Money in case, clean up base. I'm out of chase. Money in case, clean up base.
In there, strike 1.
One of the biggest factors on how long you're going to go with a start is how many first pitch strikes you throw. 80% usually means you're going to have a pretty good day, and that's on the menu so far.
Behind 0-2 now. 0-2 count and the pitch. Lifted down the line in left. And foul.
Huge swing of the bat right there, just hooking fast. Hey guys, I like the execution by the batter there. He got a hanger in the middle of the plate. He could have come unglued, but he didn't. He stayed focused and drove a line drive base hit.
Now, Nick Senzel. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Red center fielder in front with a 2-0 count.
2 tough sliders right there, but he was able to lay off them. Might have bought himself a fastball in this situation.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
Well, he really needs to make this guy swing the bat right here. He's not the type of hitter you want to dance around with.
3-1 the count now. Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. The timing just a tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. Working for the punch out and the offering. And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
Boy, oh boy, that's a tough one for the pitcher. He's definitely wondering where the heck was that pitch? I think he called it high, but our strike zone says otherwise.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Max Schrock. Trying here to plate the tying run from second. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1.
With some traffic on the base paths, nice job by the pitcher to execute strike 1.
1-1 to the Reds leadoff man. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Dahl is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out number 2. But he gets back in time, safe at second base.
The second base.
So stepping in is Jonathan India. The base knock to the outfield could score the tying run from second. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Lays off 1-0. Farmer over at second. Senzel on at first with 2 down. Hit high and deep to right center. Reynolds is on the move for it. Long run, but he gets there to track this one down, and a very nicely recorded out number 3. The Reds strand a couple. Our score remains 2-1. Now at the plate, Rodolfo Castro flew out last time up.
The second baseman, Rodolfo Castro.
First delivery to him. Skied down the left field line. Winker is right there, and it's a very quick out number 1.
The third baseman,
Ke'Bryan Hayes digging in now. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out.
Yeah, Matty, it's always a little frustrating when you square one up. You hit a solid line drive like he did, and all you have to show for it is a jog back to the dugout. That can get in your head for a little while.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. And that changeup makes him jump. A swing and a miss.
Wow, what makes it so tough to be a hitter is to be able to hitting change of speeds, right? You're geared up for the fastball, and all of a sudden he pulls the string and throws you the straight change, the dreaded equalizer.
And this is swung out and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 6th inning. And with strike 3 recorded there, he's notched his first career major league strikeout.
Well, Matt, if he can become a consistent strikeout pitcher, you have to figure his career is going to end up being a solid one. All the best pitchers at this level have at least one pitch that they can go into in tough situations. So we'll see if he becomes one of those guys as his career goes along.
So now it's Brian Reynolds, chopped weakly to the left. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And this is popped up near second base. Farmer is there, and the side is retired. Bottom of the 6th inning now, and next to bat will be Jesse Winker.
The left fielder.
As he'll take a look at a slider that can't make it back to the corner. It's ball 1. Here is a ground ball now for the shortstop to the right of second. And there's 1 down now. Now to the plate, here is Joey Votto. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. First pitch of the AB on its way. Pitch to the plate is a sinker for a called strike 1. Votto behind, but still dangerous even on 2 strikes now. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. Hit hard up the middle. And into center field as he's aboard with a 1-out single.
Everybody's different coming out of spring training. Some guys get off to torrid starts, some guys struggle. This is one that struggled, but maybe that single gets him going.
Now time is called, and this might be to buy a little time for that reliever to get loose. Here's the Pirates skipper up out of the dugout now on his way to the mound. And he's looking to the bullpen here, so it would appear that's all for his starter tonight. So he'll depart with the lead and a chance to be the winner, but he is responsible for the tying run at first. Sam Howard enters to make an appearance on the mound as he inherits a runner at first with 1 out in the inning. Into the box now, Mike Moustakas. That's back toward the mound. This will be a tough turn, however, and he won't even think about second as he'll flip on to first for the sure out. And next will be the versatile Tyler Naquin. 0 for 2 for him to this point. first pitch on its way. He'll take a look at the strike right down the middle. It's 0-1.
He'll take that first pitch strike all day long. If they're going to take 0-0, he's going to pound that zone and get ahead. Much more susceptible down 0-1 than 1-0.
The pause and the 0-2. And strike 3 called as he says, you got to be kidding me, with the side retired. One left for Cincinnati. They still trail it here 2-1. Here's Charlie Blackmon now. He'll be tasked with starting things as we begin the 7th.
He turned around that fastball and drove it out of the park in his previous at-bat, so there's got to be a good chance they mix it up right here on him and try and go off speed.
0-1 count and the pitch. Grounded up the first baseline, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. Just hung in there on that one. Another 0-2 home. This is on the ground over to first. A diving try, but it's through into the outfield.
Well, that's just a case, D-Roll. You got to make a little bit better pitches with 2 strikes. Jumps ahead 0-2, and then a couple of foul balls, and on pitch number 5, he squares one up for a base hit.
Yeah, I can't tell you how nice that feels right there. You battle to get and count leverage and fight to get your ace swing off. 0-2, you're almost turned around walking back to your dugout, so that's a nice piece of it.
And it's fouled away. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. And he takes a big swing here, but this winds up a little tapper to the left of the mound. Throw, and he's called out on a close play at first. One away here for the Bucks in their half of the 7th. And in the bat next will be the outfielder David Dahl. Out in front of it, strike 1. We're in the 7th inning now. The pitchers duel, 2-1 our score. 1-1.
That one looked like it could easily have gone the other way. There's a big difference between 0-2 and 1-1, but now this next pitch probably becomes the biggest of the at-bat.
Fouled away. And another foul ball. On the ground, softly towards second. Scooped up. And there's out number 2. Digging in will be Kevin Newman. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch lifted into center field. Senzel is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. Pirates leave 1 as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. Last half of the 7th here, and next to hit is the catcher, Tyler Stevenson.
The catcher, Tyler Stevenson.
He's set and the pitch.
Count 1-0.
You know, because this is just a 1-run game, this doesn't strike me as a situation where he's going to be working around a guy. I think he's going to challenge him right here.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2 pitch. Ripped on the ground to first. And he whips on it as this ball's right under his glove.
You don't see that too much in today's game. Most guys, it doesn't matter what the count is. They're looking to line up, drive the ball out of the ballpark. Not the case here. Good two-strike adjustment, able to punch a ground ball through a hole for a single.
At the plate, Kyle Farmer, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. A hit and 2 tries for him so far. Here comes the 0-1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Surprised the pitcher would even go to the top of the zone looking for a double play in this situation.
A ball and 2 strikes now. Takes this the other way to right. That's in for a base hit, and he's 2 for 3. He'll hold at second, and there are 2 aboard now.
Outside of home runs, nothing fires me up more than watching a good baseball player drive the ball in the opposite field. Talking about hitting the inside half of the baseball, that's exactly what happened right there. And when we say inside half of the baseball, imagine the ball coming to a complete stop halfway between home plate and the pitcher's mound, and then cutting that baseball in half and highlighting the inside half. That's where you're trying to take the knob of your bat or the hands to that spot and carve the inside half of the baseball with power.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
The Reds have been searching for that big hit all game long. Let's hope they can get it. They're starting to run out of time. It's about time for something to happen.
To the left side, but it's well foul. Possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. Nobody out. And he fouls this one off. Looking for the K. Here's the pitch. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. Right fielder giving chase. And no one will track it down. A pause and the 0-2 fouled off. Possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. Nobody out. Rolled slowly down the first baseline. But this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. 0-2 count, and the pitch. Liner towards second. But this is hauled in by the second baseman. And now in the box, Max Schrock. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind it, because none of that matters if he can clutch up when it really counts.
Now the first pitch. And it's fouled away. 1 out with the possible tying and go-ahead runs on base here. And there's ball 1. One and 2 now as that one's fouled off. Hit down the line at first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Striding in is Jonathan India, trying to bring in the tying run from third here. Here's the first pitch to him.
Ball 1, no strike.
Big spot. 2 out, possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. Line drive, base hit into the left center field gap. 1 run is in. Throw comes to second.
You know, it's awfully difficult to score runs late in the game after being down by 1-0. That base hit drives in 2. That's a huge base hit.
What a momentum swing. What an AB right there. Now you got to grab your leather and go out and flash some D for the boys.
To the plate now, Jesse Winker, as he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. Behind 0-2 now. Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put an end to the inning. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. It's the Reds 3 and the Pirates 2. start of the 8th on its way. But first, Heidi Watney standing by with this report.
Matt, I had a chance to catch up with manager Derek Shelton during the commercial break about the Pirates offense. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He said it's been a real team effort to focus on a line drive approach, and that is certainly evident in this game. Our stat guys tell me they've hit 9 total line drives, and even though not all of them have resulted in base hits, those are the swings the team believes leads to a lot of success at the plate.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. TJ Antone has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. Ready to begin the 8th, and here comes the first baseman, Michael Chavis. Now the pitch. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty, it's strike 1. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. The wind up and the 0-1. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Senzel's got it, and there's one gone. There's the look at the final line for the Reds starter. He was on point from the get-go this evening.
One of the big keys to having a good pitching performance is not being afraid to throw the ball into the strike zone. And this guy certainly wasn't in this one. Didn't allow a walk all game long.
Stepping in now, Jamie Ritchie, as he will line this one into right center, and this is going to get down and should be extra bases. And he will get in there with his first big league hit, a double. And there's probably no happier person in the ballpark. Jamie Ritchie has just collected his first hit in the big leagues. And as is customary, there's the ball being sent into the dugout. Someone will tuck it away for him to put in his trophy case.
Yeah, good for him, and congratulations. Listen, he's worked his entire lifetime for this moment, and he's obviously trying to play it cool right now, but you can bet inside his head, he's on top of the world.
So now to the plate, Rodolfo Castro, as he'll go after a hard sinker that time and falls behind 0-1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Now a crazy swing here on a pitch that winds up hitting him. 0-2.
I'll tell you, he just doesn't look comfortable in the box to me tonight.
Lifted in the air out to right. And he is going to tie this ball game late as this ball is down for extra bases. And there's probably no happier person in the ballpark. Rodolfo Castro has just collected his first hit in the big leagues. And as is customary, there's the ball being sent into the dugout. Someone will tuck it away for him to put in his trophy case.
Yeah, good for him, and congratulations. Listen, he's worked his entire lifetime for this moment, and he's obviously trying to play it cool right now, but you can bet inside his head, he's on top of the world.
In now, Ke'Bryan Hayes. As he'll go after a curveball out of the zone to start the at-bat. It's 0-1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. The 0-1. Swing and a fly ball. And this should at least get home the tying run. Senzel is there. Let's see if they test it. Tag, and they nail him at home plate as the tying run is prevented from scoring. 2010 NL MVP Joey Votto will start us out when we come back. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. It's the Reds 3 and the Pirates 2. Ready now for Cincinnati, Joey Votto. So far 2 for 3 in this one. it comes, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball one. Not close with that one. It's way above the strike zone.
Hey, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, that's right where you want to miss. Any lower, and he'll probably make you pay for it.
Upper part of the strike zone, a dangerous pitch with the changeup, but he laid off.
You can bet he wants that one back at the plate right now. That's a pitch you normally see a guy drive if he has the right approach going.
There's a breaking ball, but it's laid off and doesn't find the zone. On deck, Mike Moustakas. And this is taken here for ball four. So the leadoff man's on base to kick off the home eighth.
Looked like he might have gotten squeezed a little bit right there, and you know he's talking to himself in his head about it. That kind of stuff goes both ways, though. Hitters get their fair share of crummy calls going against them, too.
Now time is called, and this might be to buy a little time for that reliever to get loose. Zach Thompson will come on in relief as he'll make his second appearance of the season so far. Standing in now, Mike Moustakas, as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Fastball got him looking, as that had 2-seam action on it. 1 gone. So a runner at first now with 1 away, and into bat next it'll be Tyler Naquin. From the stretch, here's the pitch as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. This one, everything we could have hoped for. 3-2 in inning number 8. Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball 1. Thompson playing here in his age 26 season. He was a 5th round pick during the 2014 draft.
Hey, this middle round selection is still developing, but he's doing it at the big league level, and he has a lot of time to get his tool set ironed out.
Made a miss on the off-speed pitch that time. Tyler Naquin goes down for out number 2 in the bottom half. Into the box, Tyler Stevenson, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control, 0-2.
Hey, this could be a huge momentum swing for this team right here. Relief pitcher has come busting through the gates and done his job. Try and get this team back in the dugout where the offense can get rolling.
Now here's a fly ball. Well hit. Raging back is Dahl. Oh, and this kicks right off of him. And, oh, he missed a home run by a matter of feet. It's off the wall. And a huge insurance run is across to score all the way from first. It's 4-2.
Dan, that's a huge insurance run right there. Has to feel good as a hitter right there to not only get a ribby knock, but to give your team a little bit of breathing.
It does, and it makes your pitcher go out there with a little bit more free and easy frame of mind instead of going in a one-run game where every pitch is so important. You're 1 pitch away from a solo tying the game up. That's not the case now.
At the plate, Kyle Farmer. As the first pitch years have been high, it's ball 1. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Just off the inside corner, taken for a ball.
This inning really feels like it's getting away from him out there. As a reliever, you can't let that happen. Nothing you can do about what's already happened, and it's only going to get worse if you're not focusing on the guy in the batter's box.
Right back to the mound. And he'll flip it onto first, and with it, that ends the inning. Reds get a run in the inning on this RBI double. Last chance coming up for the Pirates. It's now 4-2 Cincinnati. Lucas Sims comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the ninth.
Number 39, Lucas.
Now it'll be Brian Reynolds. He got under one and popped out his last time up.
Yeah, I don't mind him trying to drive the ball in the air, but he can't collapse the backside, and that's exactly what he did in his last at bat. Look for him to stay a little taller and keep that upper half a little bit more over him. Well, you're usually in this situation looking for a bloop and a blast. He didn't want to bloop it, and he
hard back up the middle, and that's in there. Base hit.
What an unbelievable at-bat right there in the ninth inning. Game on the line to get yourself on base, to create an opportunity for your boy right here to be a hero.
To the plate now, Kevin Newman. Now a swing and a fly ball. And this should do it. And he'll make the catch there to end it. And the Reds have taken the opener here at home as this ball game is over.
Always nice to get the first game of the series, but even more so when it's in front of the home crowd. It seems to energize everybody the rest of the series.
4-2 the final score tonight. The Reds jumped ahead in the seventh inning and never gave the lead back. Vladimir Gutierrez earns his first win of the season. Lucas Sims records the save.